talent. I'd like to introduce our two MCs for this evening, Mikkel DeMay and Mike Dickinson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, faculty, administration, students, sophomores, juniors, seniors, Jello lovers and Jello haters, and welcome to the 7th Annual North Penn Showcase of Talent.
But before we get started, let's give another round of applause to Mr. Heller and the jazz band for the pre-performance show. Tonight, you'll be seeing your children, students, friends, as you've never seen them before. I'm sure you've seen them doing ordinary things like mowing the lawn and coming into school late, writing their composition next to you in class. But have you ever noticed their talents? Well, tonight you will, because they're going to be performing right here on this stage.
Tonight's 14 acts will be competing for a $50 third place prize, a $100 second place prize, and a $150 first place prize. And now, here they are, performing their original piece, the epic Shattered Glass Suite, movements 1 through 5. John Sylvester, Pete Zatko, Matt Meehan, and Gary Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, the latter two is a waste of space.
they're a progressive art rock band. The difference is it's a more impressionistic style and a more freer style. And now we'd like to take some time out to introduce the judges to you. Okay? Tonight's panel of judges represents a diverse and thorough background of education, professional, and performance expertise. They will be evaluating the acts using 7 separate categories and making comments on the individual performance levels. Our first judge tonight is Tracy Strobel, all the way from Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Tracy is a registered nurse at Montgomery Hospital in Norristown and is no stranger to the performance arena. Recently, she completed 5 years as a Philadelphia Eagles cheerleader. She's also been an aerobics instructor and a fitness director in the southeastern Pennsylvania area. So let's give a big hand for Tracy Strobel.
Our second judge is David Orkowski. David lives in Howerton and is a graduate of the Philadelphia College for the Performing Arts. He is currently the director of jazz studies at LaSalle High School in Philadelphia, in addition to a full schedule of professional, vocal, and instrumental responsibilities in the metropolitan Philadelphia, Atlantic City area. Mr. Orkowski is married, and his wife is also a busy musician in the area. Will the real David Orkowski please stand up, or raise your hand? Our third judge is John Joseph. In his first year of teaching music in the North Penn School District, comes by way of Westchester University. He is active as a professional musician and teaches privately, living in Chesterfield, Pennsylvania. Please welcome John.
Okay, pretty many of you all know our fourth judge, Mike Rosiak. Mike graduated in North Penn in '86 and won the talent show that year with his act, Melvin the Dancing Potato. Okay, although comic talent was shown, Mike has had training in the saxophone and played in the marching knights. Mike's present concentration is with keyboards and synthesizers. In North Penn, he served on the SGA cabinet too. And you can see him in the new upcoming movie, Shag. So let's give a warm round of applause for Mike. Okay, our next act, you might have seen before performing on the stage. They're an active part of North Penn High School Theater. Both these animal lovers plan to continue with theater afterwards.
They would like to thank John Cleese and Michael Pound for all their support. They are dedicating their performance to any late Saturday night Channel 12 viewers. Here they are, Peter Herrick and Jessica Connect, the Python Players, doing Taking in the Terrier and Pet Shop.
Hello. Good morning. I'd like to buy a cat. Well, I've got a lovely terrier. No, I want a cat, really? Well, how about this then? That's a terrier. Oh, it's new. You can adapt it. What do you mean? I want a cat. Look, I'll tell you what. We'll file down his back legs a bit, take his snout out, and stick a few metal wires through its cheeks. Make a nice cat that way. No, it's still not a proper cat. Well, what do you mean? Well, it wouldn't meow. Or how would it? No. Have you got a budget? No fresh out of them. But I'll tell you what, we can lock his back legs off, strip the fur, stitch on a few wings, and stick on a bit of your own choice. No problem, lovely budget. Oh, well, how long will that take? Let's see, a conversion like that, back legs off, stripping. How about Friday then? Oh, no, I need it tomorrow. It's a present. Long job, budget. Tell you what, Terry makes a lovely fish. I can do that for you now. Legs off, fins on, a simple metal tube in the back of its head so it can breathe. Bits of gold paint, make it good. You need an awfully big tank. Makes a lovely conversation. Yes, all right, but only if I can watch. Watch? What, you one of those grade-A sickers comes waltzing in off the street wanting to see dismembered animals? No. You're kind to make me sick. I was just admiring your parrot here. the Norwegian blue, a lovely choice. He's a little tired and worn out on the squawk. Remarkable bird, though, lovely plumage.
Well, I was wondering if I might purchase him.
Oh, £15. All right.
There you are.
Thank you very much. Yo, good day.
Hello, I wish to make a complaint. Hello, miss?
What do you mean, this?
I'm sorry, I have a cold. I wish to make a complaint.
Sorry, we're closed for lunch.
Never mind that, my lad. I wish to complain about this parrot that I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it, my lad? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
It's not dead, it's rested.
Now look, matey, I know a dead parrot when I see one, and I'm looking at one right now.
It's not dead, it's rested. Norwegian blue's done easily, you know.
The plumage don't interfere with it. It's stone dead.
It's not dead, it's resting.
All right, then. If he's resting, I'll wake him up. Hello, Mr. Polly Parrot. I've got a lovely fresh cuttlefish for you.
Very new.
No, he didn't. That was you in the cage.
I never.
Yes, you did.
I did not. It's preposterous.
Hello, Polly. Polly Parrot. This is your 9 o'clock alarm call. That's what I call a dead parrot.
Now he's stunned.
Stunned?
Norwegian blue's done easily, you know. He's stunned just when he's waking up.
Now look, Betty, I've definitely had enough of this. That parrot is definitely deceased. When I purchased it not half an hour ago, you assured me that its total lack of movement was due to being tired and shagged out following a prolonged squawk.
Well, it was probably pining for the fields.
Pining for the fields? What kind of talk is that? But why did he fall flat on his back the moment I got it home?
Norwegian blues prefer keeping on the back. It's a remarkable bird, lovely plumage.
Look, I took the liberty of examining this parrot when I got it home, and I discovered the only reason it had been sitting on its perch in the first place was that it had been nailed there.
Well, of course it would have been nailed there. If I hadn't taken the liberty of nailing that bird to its perch, it would have muscled up to those bars, tied them up with its beak, and boom.
Boom? Mate, this parrot wouldn't boom if you put 4 million volts through it. He's bleeding demise.
Pining!
He's not pining, he's passed on. This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. It's a stiff, bereft of life. It rests in peace. If you had it nailed him to the perch, he'd be pushing up the daisies. His metabolic processes are now history. He's off the twig. He's kicked the bucket. He shuffled off the smoker coil, run down the curtain, and joined the bidding choir in Brisbane. This is an ex-parrot.
Well, I guess I'll have to replace it then. Well, this is where I've had a look around the stock and we're fresh out of that.
I see, I get the picture.
Well, I got a lovely slug.
Pray, does he talk?
Not really.
Well, it's hardly a bloody replacement, is it?
Well, I'd like to come back to my place then.
I thought you'd never ask.
By the way, Justin and Peter want to donate all the proceeds of their act to the SPCA. Okay. Now, I have an announcement to make first. Anybody owning an orange Datsun in the parking lot, your lights are on. Okay. You might remember our next act from last year's talent show. Colleen is back again, and this time she's playing Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Colleen is an active part of MAME, the Madrigals, and the Ambassadors. So please, give a warm round of applause to Colleen Kernan. show history, we've never had an act quite like this. In fact, I don't think the stage has seen an act quite like this.
You're about to witness an original rap from the Rapaholics, Kid Fresh and Spunky D. They're hooked on rap music and they call themselves the Rapaholics. When these two juniors aren't rapping, they like to play basketball or just hang out. They wanted us to give you this one warning though. People who have a weak heart should be cautioned that this act, without a doubt, causes heart attacks. Here they are, Gary Mills, Kid Fresh, and Charles Burnham, Spunky D. Rapaholics.
Too black, too strong.
Make a clap to this.
To show our appreciation for your support.
Make a clap to this.
Thank you, DJs.
Make a clap to this. Make a clap to this.
That makes your body move.
Don't even try to fuck, speak fresh food.
Rhyme so down,
Making heads dizzy,
so just back and relax and
all
walk.
just get busy. Name is Monkey D, as you can see. I'm the kid with the big shack and back up. I don't sing, I rap, there's no one fit. But it's hard to get fresh, I can keep on forever. A night and day, I spend my time. This rap ain't crazy, fresh new run. Don't waste your time, cracking your mind. Trying to think of rhyme as fast as mine. Hey, old man, bust it, I'm running out of breath. Just get up from the mic and you know why I call you.
Kid Fresh, that's me, in case you didn't know. Don't we run Empire, go run the show. I'm an every man's nightmare, every girl's dream. All the women go wild when I'm on the scene. I'm from South Philly, section to none. And you know I'm no joke when I'm rhyming and stuff. Not the arm, just feel the cute, be real, not the style, grace and sex appeal. But you got the beat that makes your body move.
Don't even try to fuck, just keep the fresh grooves.
Rhyming so dance,
Making heads dizzy,
so just back and relax and
why
watch.
you get busy? I came here to entertain. By the time I'm through, you remember my name.
Funky D,
I'm the one who can move the crowd.
sucker instrumental, listen,
No pointing them out. I'm the fucking fresh bull, all the fire juice. Got my rhyme from my head, never mother you. I know I'm conceited, but what can I say? Can't help that you. I was born that way. So if you try to diss me, you can't resist me. You know what time it is? It's time to get busy.
I'm the death rhyme maker, the MC breaker. I don't get older, I just get greater. Got a little story you know can't be beat. It's about the one and only legendary MC. Came to the party one Friday night. That's when the legend was born, he was wearing a knife. Crowds on wearing his Sixers cap. They all begin to wonder, you kid back? What he got on the stage, put on his dark shades, and he made the taste of the rhymes he made. Crowd came alive as he started to yell. All the inches were jealous, you could even tell. When the kid was finished, everyone said,
Good God, that MC made my day.
why people ask, man, who could he be? He comes from South Philly, legendary MC.
Well, how do you know?
Everyone asks me, it's very simple, I know, because the kid is me. Def Jam, Def Beat, no matter what you call it. You know it's got to be by the root, by the heart. You got the kind of beat that makes your body move.
Don't even try to fuck, speak the fresh fruit.
Rhyme is so deaf,
Making heads dizzy,
so sit back and relax
and watch the scared busy.
Oh yeah, Kid Fresh and Spunky D, King live on stage tonight. Rapaholics in effect, you know what I'm saying? Now bust it, we're gonna introduce ourselves to you right now. I am the poetical miracle son of South Philly, Kid Fresh.
That's right, I'm the rapper entertainer, the beast from the east, the best from the west, Funky D.
We out here, peace.
Let's give the Rapaholics another hand. Panachida, the Hebrew judgment of Ukrainian funeral songs.
I don't think so, Mike. I think Dan is his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dan. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me. This is Dan Panachida, the god of judgment, who traditionally sings songs at Ukrainian funerals.
What? Who's that? Oh, sorry. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Dan. Dan, when we interviewed all the talent show participants, what happened was we asked them what their act meant, what the name of their act meant. But we didn't expect Dan to explain his name. But he told us that Daniel is Hebrew for the God of judgment, and, God is my judge, and Panachida is a song that is usually sung at funerals.
Beautiful Hebrew lesson, but all right, let's get on with the show. Dan has been singing for 7 years and playing piano for 5. He's in Ambassadors, Madrigals, and in this year's production of Maine. Now here he is singing "She's Got a Way," dedicated to Nicole Carey, Dan Panachida.
Okay, Dan. All right, now it's time for another door prize.
Through her dancing, Sue is telling the story of a young dancer who becomes frustrated by her teacher's perfectionism. The young dancer finds comfort in daydreaming about the dancer she can be. Sue will be accompanied by Bonnie Harris portraying her dance instructor and Jen Donovan as her classmate.
This is Sue's second talent show, but surprisingly enough, she's only had 4 years of dance instruction. She'll be attending East Carolina University next fall and having a double major in dance and biology. Sue would love to thank her sister Carolyn, who has guided her and inspired her with her dancing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Susan Latta.
Our next act is Heather Belli. Heather Belli has been singing for 8 years. Heather could probably call the music department at North Bend High School her home, as she is in chorus, marching nights, ambassadors, and madrigals. She hopes to someday go professional. Heather's other interests include acting and dancing. Tonight she will be accompanied by David Overhauser as she sings Unexpected Song. She would like to dedicate her performance to her mother and father. That's sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, Heather Belli.
We'd like to thank all 7 acts. And now it's time for intermission. Papa, where's my intermission?
I'd like to give you an opportunity to stretch, get up, relax. We ask that you please refrain from smoking in the building or eating and drinking in the cafeteria. And Our intermission will be 15 minutes long. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, teachers, students, sophomores, juniors, seniors, and welcome to the 7th Annual North Penn.
We all know that Mike is a little lightheaded. I mean, he did mess up cafeteria. You're not supposed to eat or drink in the auditorium, not the cafeteria. Maybe it's because he's been eating all that cafeteria food that he's so lightheaded. Well, anyway. Maybe you've been eating all that cafeteria food. Okay. Although the next three performers listed in your program are an important part of the act, they're not the band. The band actually consists of Rob McIntyre, who composed the music, Dave Enziel wrote the lyrics, and Colby Granston. The band would still like to thank Mike McIntyre, Norm Keane, and Mike Monty for helping them out on the road.
We really didn't mess up on the program. It was just a beautiful gesture by the band to show their thanks for Mike, Norm, and Mike again.
The band has been together for 3 months, and they've been inspired by Rush, Metallica, Van Halen, and God.
The band feels that everything must have an axis to survive. Music is their axis. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them, Axis.
Maggie has been dancing since she was 3 years old. Last year, she won a scholarship to study at the Tremaine Jazz Center in Hollywood, California. Maggie hopes to become a professional dancer, singer, and actress, and someday dreams of being rich and famous in either Hollywood or on Broadway.
Maggie would like to dedicate this performance to her baby sister, Tracy Edelman. So, Maggie wants to say to Tracy, "Thanks, Tracy, for driving me crazy. I love you." And now, here she is, dancing to Close to the Edge by Art of Noise, Maggie Edelman.
Maggie needs a little bit more time to warm up or something.
Quiet. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's one of the problems. I mean, it always happen with showbiz or talent shows, whatever. You know, you always have some technical difficulties.
How would you know? How would you know?
Just door prize. All right.
Okay, we have a special announcement for Heather Hawkins. Your purse is in the security office.
Let's give Maggie another round of applause. Our next performer is extremely active in the North Penn Musical Department. He's in the Indoor Guard, Marching Knights, Ambassadors. In last year's talent show, David accompanied Barbara Jean Root. David hopes to someday become a professional accompanist.
He'll be playing Root Beer Rag by Billy Joel, and he wants to dedicate this to Jim and Renee, who are going to be married pretty soon, and Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, David Oberholzer. winning act, White Minority, is back again for another talent show. This year, Greg is playing First Etude, a classical guitar piece. He hopes to expand to jazz and blues bag music in the future. Greg has been playing for 8.5 years.
Besides being musically inclined, Greg enjoys many sports, especially soccer and rugby. He is also president of North End's National Honor Society. He would like to dedicate his act to Jack Lowe and John Tang, who were the other two-thirds of White Minority last year. Please give Greg Metzger a warm welcome.
Kathy Dunsweiler, our next act, has been singing ever since she can remember. After high school, she'd like to continue with her music. When asked who inspired her, she said, David Letterman and Rick Moranis. Kathy would like to say, it's my fault to HB. Ladies and gentlemen, The Warrior is a Child, sung by Kathy Dunsweiler. Joy from Cinderella, or Mama from Bye Bye Birdie, or as Edith Ann from last year's talent show. But any way you want to look at it, Lori's made a name for herself in North Penn High School Theater.
In addition to performing in numerous plays, Lori takes singing lessons and is activities coordinator for Student Government Association. Tonight she will be leaving the part of Edith Ann behind and showing another part of herself in Emma's Dream.
Lori would like to dedicate her performance to the I Hate Lansdale Club and the FAL, the letter Z, and Edwina, her best friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lori Ann Holtz.
Delighted, counters Miss Gardner. Oh, but Lori, darling. excuses. I'm beginning to wish I never gave this party. Well, the doorbell rings again. I mean, Mr. Even and the Ozacon are not getting along at all. We go over, but the doorbell rings again, and this time it's another pair. Ivor Wolford and Ilya Ivanov. They're two novelists. Well, I get this new idea. Knowing that Ilya, being Russian, is the man of the world, I figure, Ilya, why don't you just introduce you all to all these nice, lovely people, because I'm sure y'all know them. Yet, can't say that I do. Oh, well, all right. Ilya Nara, I like to meet you, Mabel. I'm Ilya Nara, Goaga. What? But all right. I go over to get another drink when I hear, am I late? It's Uta Hagen, the actress, coming in, tripping through the room, making this grand entrance, as most actresses feel that they must do. Well, I try to usher Miss Uta Hagen over to the bar real quick. Please have the common decency to introduce your guests as they arrive, shouts Miss Sumac in a cold monotone. All right, all right. Miss Sumac seems to have this kind of control over me the whole time, and I must do everything that she says. Uta ima, uta eva, uta una, uta ona, uta ivor, uta ilya, uta ivor, uta aga, uta aga. I look over to see if I've satisfied Mrs. Sumac. She coldly ignores me. I have begun to hate her. Doorbell rings again. Hi, George. Answer the door! Answer the door! No, no, no! I won't roll out! All right, all right, all right. I open the door. I say, snuffle-up-again, getting off the snuffle-up-a-bug. I've never in my whole entire life been so glad to see anyone. And there, as I was telling Edwina, as always, my dream it just ends.
Lori Holtz. And now, folks, our last act. Coffee with a Stella D'Or breakfast treat. Consists of Joe Clarko and Kip Cole. The title of the act has to do with the unusual, yet unique relationship between John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Kip reads very little music, but surprisingly, he's been playing for 11 years. Both of them want to go to college after high school. Kip wants to continue with music, and Joe wants to become a teacher.
When asked who inspired them, unsurprisingly, they answered John, Paul, George, and Ringo. They'd like to dedicate their performance to Maggie, Chris, Kelly, Mom, Dad, Ernest, Vern, Henry, Heidi, and John.
They'd also like to express a special thank you to John and Betsy Cole, and, of course, Joe and Mary Colarco for putting up with their late-night practices. Now, here they are, breakfast and coffee with a Stella D'Or treat, Kip Cole and Joe Colarco.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. All the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Although they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Okay, thanks, Chip and Joe. Come on. At this time, we would like to thank all the 14 acts for participating. We've enjoyed them all. And now, Mr. Gersh and the ambassadors.
The Ambassadors Vocal Jazz Ensemble are part of the North Penn High School Music Department. Over the 9 years that North Penn has sponsored the Ambassadors, they have traveled to Toronto, Canada, New Orleans, Louisiana. They've won many awards. In 2 weeks, they will travel with North Penn High School Chorus and Magical Singers to Disney World for competition and a good time. Thank you, Ambassadors. Before we continue on with the show, we would like to thank those people who made the 1988 Showcase of Talent a success. They include Catherine Baker and John Sugar, the talent show chairpersons, Bill Sigurdsson and Lori Holtz, student government activities coordinators, and the entire talent show committee.
We'd also like to thank Randy Spade and the Light and Sound and Media crew, which includes Jeff Rayburn, Dave DeFusco, Andrew Bortz, Lori Nolan, Mark Chasen, Kathleen DeVoscio, Jason Giersch, Jill Chasing, Glenn Hubler, and Darren Nice. And another special thanks goes to Adam Dunning for the 10th grade telecom student who will be who taped the show. One more thanks is necessary for Tony the Tailor for Mike's talks, and for Gennadi's Florist for our flowers. Also, and of course, the usherettes, and all 14 of the acts.
At this time, I'd like to reintroduce all the acts. Do we have the results? Here we go. First, we will introduce honorable mention. Honorable mention. The epic, I'm sorry. The letter Q is a waste of space.
Okay, performing Imagine and Let It Be, Joe Clarko and Kip Holt.
Performing a hot jazz number, Close to the Edge by Art of Noise, Maggie Edelman.
Okay. Performing the Root Beer Rag, David Oberholzer. It's second place. We made a mistake, okay?
David won second place. It's going on. That's a bummer, isn't it? Coming up for honorable mention. second place. Okay. Singing An Unexpected Song, Heather Belli and David Overholt. Python players, Jessica Knapp and Peter Herrick. Justin had to leave early tonight.
Okay. Next honorable mention is Moonlight Sonata, Colleen McKernan.
Axis.
Next honorable mention goes out to the Rapaholics.
Sue Latta.
Okay, Kathy Dunswaller.
And lastly, honorable mention, Dan Panichida. And now, third place, Greg Hester.
Second place, David Overholt. And in first place, Lori Ann Hart.
Let's give all the acts another round of applause.